Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to bring you a very interesting update on Theta. I see a lot of interesting things happening in the technicals. So in this video, I'm going to run through some technical analysis, talk about what I see happening both short term and long term. So if you like the sound of that, I want to ask you to please like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit that bell icon to be notified of new uploads, because we have been killing it on this channel, and you guys are gonna want to stay tuned to this channel, guys. We do technical analysis on all the major coins every day. So let's delve into this, guys. A few things to note right off the bat here. Theta is looking very, very interesting. We were forming this wedge here and seem to be breaking out bullishly. So let's take the conservative scenario here and not assume this is a bull flag and just assume it's a wedge. We take the height of the wedge and we move it to the breakout point. Could we see over $3 theta, $3.10 theta? I think that is totally plausible in kind of the midterm. I think something like that is definitely possible. But let's run through some technical analysis and kind of figure out what else may be happening here more in the near term. And also, just to mention, for those who don't know, Theta is a decentralized streaming blockchain service. So that's what Theta is. I kind of like it. I got a bag of Theta. I think it's a good long-term hold in my opinion. For those who aren't aware of my kind of selling strategy, I do believe this bull run is likely to end around the end of 2021. So I'll be scaling it out late third quarter, early fourth quarter this year, 2021. So guys, we'll talk about the technicals. A few very interesting things to note. The stochastic on the daily is on the way up. The RSI on the daily, look at this, folks. Look at this. I believe we're breaking out bullishly on the daily RSI. Very, very good sign. Very interesting thing to see. As well, the weighted MACD, bullish crossover, regular MACD ticking up. This is good to see. The daily is looking good. As well, the 12-hour. 12 hours looking good. RSI on the way up, weighted MACD on the way up, MACD on the way up. The only thing concerning about the 6-hour is the stochastic being in that overbought region. Whenever the stochastic is this much in the overbought region, it's just a matter of time before we have a leg down. The question is how the extent of that leg down. So we will delve into that. Same situation with the 4-hour, more or less. RSI on the way up, weighted MACD on the way up. MACD on the way up. This looks good as well. Again, the only concerning thing is the stochastic being in the overbought region. Perhaps it's a matter of time before we have a leg down. Let's move over to the 2-hour. See, in the 2-hour, okay, see, bearish cross from the stochastic. RSI in the overbought region. MACD starting to tick down. Let's look at the 1-hour. Yeah, same situation. MACD starting to tick down. Weighted MACD, bearish crossover. RSI going down, overbought. Stochastic, bearish crossovers on the way down. So what I'm thinking is the larger time frames look bullish. We seem to have broken out bullishly out of a macro pattern, but the shorter time frames look bearish. So what I think is going to happen is perhaps we just fall back down to retest the breakout point. As we can see here, there's a lot of volume that starts to pick up at kind of $2.10. So I think $2.10 to kind of $2 would be the accumulation zone for myself if I were looking to add more into Theta. I do think based off the lower time frames, it's reasonable to assume that we test. That we fall back down, retest the breakout point at some point, and perhaps then go for that another leg up. Now, we are breaking up bullishly, and we need to see a continued closing above this red line in order to consider this a bullish breakout, because this could be a fake out if we cannot close hourly candles above this red line. A few interesting, important things that we need to keep an eye out for to understand if the altcoins such as Theta are likely to continue pumping is Bitcoin dominance. Concerningly, Bitcoin dominance is having a leg up. Whenever Bitcoin dominance falls, the altcoins typically benefit. Whenever it rises, the altcoins typically suffer. Because when it rises, that means money is moving from the altcoins into Bitcoin. As well, the dollar, the DXY, whenever the dollar rises, other currencies such as crypto gets negatively affected. Whenever it falls, other currencies such as crypto, it gets positively affected. And concerningly, we're seeing a leg up in the dollar. So these are some important factors that we need to keep an eye out for. This could potentially place a damper on the altcoins pumping if we continue to see movements to the upside with these two. So be aware that yes, Theta does seem to be breaking out bullishly for the moment, but it's contingent on the rest of the market keeping it together. Not only Bitcoin dominance, not only the dollar index, but Ethereum and Bitcoin, because Bitcoin leads the market, Ethereum leads the altcoins. Bitcoin and Ethereum need to keep it together in order for the altcoins to see bullish continuation. Interestingly, we see Bitcoin pumping. I let our Discord members know right around here when we had the 4-hour bullish crossover on the MACD that perhaps the worst with Bitcoin is behind us, and we may see continue correcting, but the fact that we had a bullish crossover in the 4-hour is a big deal as well. I'm sure we had same situation with the 6-hour. So again, we have a lot of resistance above us. We may see rejection, but Bitcoin is playing exactly to where my lines are. So I find it so funny when people are like, oh, there's so many lines here. Well, yeah, because they're relevant. They mean things. We can see exactly how Bitcoin is playing off exactly the lines I've drawn from days and weeks ago. Important things to keep an eye out for as well. Ethereum leads the altcoins, but assuming though Bitcoin and Ethereum can keep it together, if Bitcoin dominance and the dollar index decide to go for that leg down, and if we can close above this red line, I believe Theta's future is bright. I think we could see in the $3 range in the mid to long term here. And again, guys, this is a long-term play for me, okay? I think the long-term outlook for Theta looks very good. Short-term, we could see a lot of volatility, a lot of correcting. We could even correct further down from this. We could definitely dump further, although there is a lot of volume in these regions here. So Theta, I think, is going to find at the very least temporary support throughout these regions. I mean, kind of worst case scenario, if we fall back into the triangle, I think $1.90 will kind of act as support. Below $1.90, I think it's just going to be the lower extremities of this green line here that will act as support. If we break down, let's say we can extend this. And say, you know, maybe we ride this resistance down, maybe find support here, and then go for that leg up. We'll have to see. Ultimately, I think what's going to happen is we need to see when the lower time frames go into the oversold regions and then go for that leg up. I think that's when Theta is going to see continuation of this bullish breakout. So, guys, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit that bell icon to be notified of new uploads. Now, before I wrap up, I just want to say I would wager that a lot of these top altcoins perhaps have maybe a 20x within them. So I could imagine Theta going to roughly, you know, $20 by the peak of this bull run around the end of 2021. As well, guys, check out our top 3. I put out a list of top 3 cryptocurrencies that I think look very interesting right now. Check that out. The link for that will be in the top right around the screen. I'll wrap it up here, folks. Check out our Discord. Check out our Twitter. Check out our Rarible. Links for all that down in the description. Take care, everyone.